Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Pandya Empire. In the last episode we declared war on Ayutthaya, only over a single county, but it was the best we could do at the time, unfortunately. In fact, our vassal king over here is doing a lot better in terms of acquiring land for us since he took an entire duchy up here. And actually that's not really an entirely good thing since he is pretty unhappy with me, though he's not in any factions yet, as far as I know. This guy is still in a faction, even though he's at 85 opinion. I guess we'll give him some money. We can spare 80 gold. That's less than 2 months' income. That should definitely get him out of that faction, but let's unpause so we can continue our sieges here. And our betrothed can marry. And that actually means that my son is no longer on my council, which I guess is something I should probably have considered before firing a duke to make way for him. We'll put this guy, I think, in charge there, though. He's the best, and he'll even get up to 21 marshal by fulfilling his ambition. Fortunately, he can't lead troops anymore if we want him to train them. But that's okay. You discovered a plot where this person seeks to kill some other person. Oh, so many known plots. Well, you know what, I probably don't care about that. That's fine. You have usurped a Thicana, okay. Are you at war? No. I was hoping our vassal king up there might go ahead and take that county. Alright, we have the capital totally sieged down. Not the capital, the target county. But we can move this army to the capital now and start sieging it at greater effectiveness. So did our grumpy king die of poor health, apparently? Alright, not too unhappy about that. See how his successor feels about me. Much happier, it seems. So we'll give him a gift. And get our daughter educated. Probably with the new king there. Or maybe not. Is he not in this list? He doesn't have any wards already. I guess I just missed him. Is it you? No? No, it's you. Okay. Rajputana is the same kingdom as Pratihara. I blame this kingdom naming system for confusing me. So he should be pretty happy now anyway, so we can probably safely move our chancellor from there and onto somewhere else. I suppose you are the logical next person. Is this even your capital? It's not. It's here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move that when we are able to, but I'll have to wait a little while before that's possible. Ooh, and he's just raised either mercenaries or a holy order there. And they are apparently headed to try and take back this county, so I think I will take a chunk of this army and try and intercept them before they regain any morale. And we will catch them in this county. He's heading to reinforce with his guys. Let's get some good characters in charge here. In fact, let's not go there until we can be confident we're not going to interrupt this battle. Okay, they actually got to that county and they have actually recovered a good chunk of their morale already, so maybe we'll wait until we finish this siege and then go in with our whole army instead. Okay. So we'll wait for this 1700 to get to this county and then try and catch them on their own, if we can. Not even close. And we're not going to catch them there either. Okay, our son and heir, the genius, is in need of education, so obviously we are going to do that personally. So I think it's probably best to just go in and try and fight the whole army, even though it's relatively large. We do have a numbers advantage still, and we can probably... Actually, probably not go in without a river crossing, but we at least won't have any terrain penalty from the terrain in the county. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is every single surrounding county. Okay, well, let's go for it anyway. Actually, we might be able to catch this 500. No, we can't. Okay, never mind. They reset their movement, maybe we can. My vassal has embraced a dangerous heresy. We'll engage him in theological debate. He is receptive to our arguments. And you are good at reinforcing troops. Okay, well... let's move in while this 2000 is away. We should get there well before he finishes his siege. Which is the important thing. We don't want to lose the ticking war score we've been getting. He's apparently on the way back now, but he won't be in time to reinforce this. And we captured the Grand Master of the followers of Arunja, who I am guessing are a holy order. We'll follow the rest of the army. Oh, we're actually at 100% already, so we'll just go ahead and end the war. And then we can disband the rest of our troops. So this guy is now correctly under his de jure liege. Patience is a virtue, but sometimes it gets on my nerves. My son never loses his temper, always waiting patiently for a chance to retaliate. Okay, that's a pretty good first education event. He's going to gain 1 intrigue, and also the patient trait, which is a good trait. And speaking of prisoners being ransomed, we can probably get rid of some of ours. This is Sind. I actually don't really want to ransom him. I'd rather keep him in prison. The Grand Master here, though, we can definitely ransom. I think that was everybody that we could get any money out of. Alright, let's see if we are able to usurped this yet. No, you are still at war. Still in the same war. It's only at 24%. Well, I guess we're just going to have to keep waiting on that one, and our vassal Maharaja of Punjab is still in his revolt war, so we can't do anything about that yet either. We do have a regency in charge of this duchy though, and if I remember there was at least one claimant. Or did we already have a claimant in our realm? We can press a claim on the Raj on behalf of this guy, Prince of Malwa. Here's a weak claim, which we should be able to press currently. So there's a claim on Vaidumba Kingdom, which I believe is already part of our realm, so not really relevant. So we'll go ahead and grant him the other county in our domain, or in our capital duchy, so we can press his claim. And with any luck we'll be able to revoke that sooner than we can revoke the other county we've already given out. Claim the duchy. Get our retinue on the way over. If we can actually fight this with just our retinue, I think I'll do that. And actually, speaking of retinue, since we have a decent amount of cash, we can probably build some more and actually reinforce at full speed as well. With a couple more elephants. By a couple, I mean like 6 or 7. And just fill out some more with skirmish retinue, I suppose. So it's probably going to cost us quite a lot to reinforce since we put the reinforced speed up. We'll see if we're still making money though, we probably are. Yep, still making 11 gold a month. So let's appoint some people that aren't me to lead this army. Since I'd rather not die before my heir is of age, if I can help it. Not least because I want to make sure I take care of his education. And let's see here, this is jungle terrain, so we're going to get a slight penalty attacking into there, but we are not going to take a river crossing, so it won't be too bad. And we have over twice his numbers, or her numbers. Plus we have elephants. And my concubine is pregnant. Okay, and we're up to 85% from the battles, so we'll just park the retinue on top of her capital, and 1 or 2 sieges there should get us to 100. So this war is for somebody's claim on Delhi, so this guy may or may not be conquering this county. Depends on whether the claimant is part of his dynasty or whether it's already a vassal. In either of which cases he will gain that county, otherwise not. So we'll send you to one of our grumpier vassals for the opinion bonus. And let's get the rest of our retinue on the way up so they can help out. The Raj of Kuru is no longer considered de jure part of the kingdom it previously was part of. That's fine. I'm not sure where that was. I guess it doesn't really matter. We could look it up. And you have annoyed the peasants again. I wish you would stop doing that. Alright, somehow our vassal Maharaja here is still in the faction, even though he's at 100 opinion. So I guess we'll try and do something about this guy, who is actually the leader of both factions that we have going currently. Alright, that should definitely take care of him. So my heir is often playing very daring games with other children. 95% chance of him becoming brave, which would be very good. And indeed he did. And we had a quick son with our courtier. Suppose he'll do reasonably well for a backup. You propose that you yourself, our vassal, the Maharaja of Orissa, marries my daughter. Sure. His opinion's already at 80, but that will help. And we have another daughter who needs education. And I guess we'll give her to you as well. Okay, and that siege gets us up to 100%, so we can enforce our demands there. So now we have a de jure claim on this county since it's part of this duchy. Which we may press if we can't somehow come up with a better way to attack him, but we also need to revoke this county back from our claimant, which hopefully we will be able to do right now. We got that plot started, and actually you stay there and you stay here. And I'll raise my troops from my capital to sit on his other county. Just wait for this retinue to get in position before we take that decision. We have a new Maharaja, who is only 6 years old. Okay. You could just give it up without a fight, you know. Oh, and he did. That's always nice. So this is all retinue. No need to disband anything there. You can be disbanded. And still only 50% in your revolt war, so we're not going to be able to revoke that county from you just yet. And we do, I think, have a truce with you still for a long time. Another 8 years, 9 years. But we can go ahead and look for claimants to this kingdom, which would be good. I think... Oh, he actually has a strong claim. That's really good. So we can invite him and grant him the title that we just revoked back from our other claimant. Which was Tirunelveli. So you can have this. and that should give us immediately the wherewithal to declare war on you for your entire kingdom. Okay, well, we're out of time for this episode, so that will actually have to wait for the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.